How do we do this? Wait. Hello, everyone. This I'm Guillaume. This is Stop Losing, Start Trading, the weekly trading show we do 3 times a week, where I'm teaching Rosie how to be a better trader, and then we discuss trades in the open. Nothing we say is financial advice, but this is just a way for us to contextualize price moves, what the trades would be. In turn, sometimes listens to us, but otherwise, of what we say um, not financial advice. And yeah, so here we're joined with Rosalie, which has been traveling a little bit. I'm sure you're excited to see portfolio that intern has managed. But yeah, how are you doing today?
Good. Yeah, lots of traveling. After permissionless, we went to Cannes for ACC and then we had our company offsite. And I'm actually traveling again today to the Coldplay concert in Massachusetts. So yeah, lots
Oh,
of
you told me
traveling.
about this. This and it's at Gillette Stadium, right?
Yes, yeah. So I have to take like a 3 hour bus to get there, but it's worth it.
No, that's right. Live shows are always worth it, and this is going to be, I'm sure, packed,
Oh,
full of people. Are you a big Coldplay fan?
I used to be, yeah. Their first three albums are super nice. And my parents saw them already and they said the concert was great. So I'm excited.
They are making millions of dollars of free publicity as we speak. I was talking about it. Great. So we are starting a bit early, and also I'll have to end a bit early. So without further ado, let's go over the markets and also the intern's portfolio. We'll be joined in the second half with Brendan about the news, crypto and options trading news. As I said, if you leave from the title, Jane Street is doing something funny again. But yes, so this is ours. Let's go back here. Sorry about that. This is the market. I just want to quickly go over the markets because it's been on the tear lately. So 22% over the last 7 days. Good for Ethereum. Again, for once, it's leading Bitcoin, only surpassed by Ripple of all coins, but that's fine. But yes, definitely a good week for Ethereum holders. Even over the past few hours, it's been going up again, 22, 30 to 50 when I looked at it. So this is bullish, I guess, bullish vibes maybe, or Ethereum was neglected for so long, so just a reversal. I'm sure the ratio is doing well. We have a ratio trade, and the yes, the ratio is going up. This is the I'm always confused, but yeah, this is the red line. The gold line is the ratio. How are you feeling about the price of ETH?
Good. Yeah, I'm really excited to see it finally going up. I'm more excited about the price of Bitcoin though, but yeah, it is.
Also, all time high. Yeah, I think Bitcoin definitely is testing the waters, all time high for a brief moment, but 123, maybe 125K is also a huge milestone. Yeah, very bullish the space. Um, we'll see how long this lasts, but yeah, let's write it out and have this be part of the trades. We are trading Bitcoin, we are trading Ethereum coin as well, and also the ETH BTC ratio. So we can do a lot of different type of trades on Panoptic. Uh, this is the intern's portfolio. Let me make it bigger for you guys. What do you see? How do you feel about this screen? Which again may seem overwhelming. We haven't seen it, but it's us in 5 markets. Lots of green, but yes. What do you see here?
Well, it looks great. I mean, yeah, the last time I checked, it was kind of going down a little bit. And I was a little worried for intern, but sometimes you just gotta wait it out and yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, and we don't look at the history over time quite a lot, but it's following the price, of course, of ETH and crypto in general. But yes, when the price goes up, it goes up. The way that we structure this, for instance, Ticker Bitcoin, we're exposed to both Ethereum and Ticker Bitcoin as well. So if the price goes up in both assets, we make money, even though the ratio is what we trade, which could be different. But as I see, a lot of the trades are in the positive zone. Maybe the one that is down, we looked at it a bit on Monday, is the Solana ETH trade. This is fine. It's just the ratio of Sol to ETH. We're not losing much, but this is like down 3%. But something we have to keep an eye on. But yes, of all those, which one do you want to look at next on the P&L?
Let's start with the USDC.
Yes, so this one, biggest winner, $120 of profit. As of now, oh, yes, okay. Yeah.
Wow, nice. 77%.
We have two options that have been open for quite a while. That one, 30 days ago, might be on the top trade of the week for sure because it's 78% profit in 30 days. We can have a look. We kind of know what this looks like, but this might have been a hedging trade before the travels, but because we forgot to manage this, we're kind of riding it. But yeah, what do you see here?
Yeah, no, I think it looks great. It's out of range now. One of the legs seems to be out of range, but yeah, we're making a lot of profits and not really paying that much Streamia either. So I'm
Yeah.
happy about that.
So this was a trade that was set up to be a positive long perp, if you want, putting funny grade, where we got paid initially by holding this long perp. As the market moved, we paid a little bit. Now we're more even earning a little bit, but this is kind of the idea. We neutralize both legs. We pay a bit on the long side. We get paid on the short side, and it's a wash. Even though we are earning like $116, we only pay $13 out of that. Might be worried because we're not getting paid, so it's definitely outside of that range. As soon as it went over 30.53, we stopped getting paid. Now we're only on the call side. Are you happy with this 75% ish profit?
Yeah,
Would you close it, keep it on? How do you do?
definitely close it. Very happy with it. Maybe redeploy another bullish strategy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really happy about this because perps can be risky sometimes. So
And yeah, the being directional is also difficult to manage, but in that case we were right. So we minted this as 2600. Now it's 3200. Actually very very right directionally. This is good. So I would also recommend closing it, just because we're not paying much, but then we're not paying some fees, so we don't want to have this eat away at our profits. The other one in the green, it's also an interesting one where we can see the the shape now. This is a delta neutral trade, also minted a month ago when the price was much lower. Yes, can you walk us through what this position is?
yeah, I would also close this, by the way. But yeah, I think we've kind of milked the sweet spot of the payoff curve here, and um, I don't know if it goes higher, we'll be in the red. But so far, I think this strangle worked out in our benefit.
Yeah,
For sure.
so this was a neutral trade. We minted this pretty much at the flattest part. This was supposed to pay over time if the price did not move. So we stayed in range the whole time and we got paid every day, every hour, every minute, which is great. Unfortunately, this was neutral in construct. The price moved up, so we are losing. But if you think about the other short perp, the long perp, the whole portfolio was in the green. But that one position, unfortunately, was neutral. The bullish environment made us lose. But the key point is that we earned so much fees, $120, that even if we're wrong and the price moved up by, in that case again, 25% since last month, we're still not losing money. The fees are enough to compensate for that risk. So as you said, it's a good trade because even though we're wrong, we have a wash, which is we did not lose, we did not gain, but just being short or just being directional could have been even worse. So I also agree we should be thankful that we have a small profit of $6, given that we've earned a lot of fees to offset. This is the role of a delta neutral. You provide the liquidity, you have to manage the risk, but you assume that the risks are offsetted by that premium that we
But
receive. So yeah,
I'm curious to see. So you said that we were wrong, but to me it looks like we're still kind of in range, right? So I guess did we just start? When did we start losing?
yeah, and I don't think we've ever been negative in a way, but because the any movement away from that range, you start to lose, and the quicker you move, the more you lose. The delta increases. So yes, I would say that The I don't know if you're the new price. We have to really be worried if we leave that range. If it's 3360 or above, then now we're short ETH. We don't
Yeah.
get paid. This is the worst case scenario. 3250 to 33, whatever, 40. It's quite close. And if it's just a put or if it's a different type of trade, it's fine. But now we're kind of on the edge, and it might not be again a wise choice. I do think it may have some more upside to it. So if we keep this, then yeah, we might be short ETH when it goes up, which is bad. So it's fine. We're earning fees because we're in range, but in that specific case, the direction, which was initially neutral, we did not anticipate that 25% in a day, in a 25% in a week. It's very very uncommon in stocks, equities, maybe commodities every once in a while. Crypto, it's you see this all the time. Here, it's just a different way. But yeah, it kind of worked. We had enough fees to compensate for the risks. It's fine. We can just kind of maybe close it and move on, and be happy again that we have no loss as opposed to potentially like again $100 of loss.
Definitely. Yeah, let's look at maybe Bitcoin USDC, or we could look at the
Yeah,
ratio trade as
I
well.
don't remember which trade we had there. Oh, it's small positions, but this was open. Oh my god, this is weird. Uh, Only $4 stream. Okay, this is a bullish trade, which is a put. We have also a straddle. Both of them are in the green. I think the positions are kind of small. This is why we don't earn much. But um,
Missed out.
this is like $300. Yeah, $300 position. I don't know what. This is engagement trade. We've made 6%. We have the price moving in our direction, which is great. We earned some Streamia, which is great as well. Um, Now the break-even point for that position is 104. Uh, there's two things that we can do is to keep it on, and if we are sure that we're not going to go below 104, then we can milk a few extra kind of dollars of premium. And now it's flat-ish rest, so it might be tempted to do this, but we did earn enough fees to widen our break-even points. The delta is 14. It's actually the lower it is, the less risk. We don't want to be outside that range, so we're still there. And the upside price is 127K. Yeah, long story short, I don't think this is a good trade that's worked for us, and we can milk it out for a little bit longer, even though we've been holding this for, oh my God, like, yeah, 50 days. There might still be a little bit more left in it.
I agree. Yeah.
And the other one, I think now, this one is winning. It's not losing, but it might be also a neutral trade that is not working for us. This is a straddle. Oh, maybe it's a strangle. Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay. Weekly strangle. This was opened a month ago, so we do earn a lot of fees. We are similarly placed where we were wrong directionally. It moved up too much, but we're still making some money. But yeah, we're maybe teetering the edge of being short Bitcoin. I don't know if anyone wants to be short Bitcoin.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I think it makes sense to close this now as well, since one leg is out of range and we're probably
Yeah,
not.
that's right. And that one, yeah, this one is not even blocked. So yes, I would say we can close this one. All right. So intern has a few things to remember. But yeah, take profits in ETH, close the barely winning trade in ETH, close the barely winning trade in Bitcoin, and maybe write it out. One last one I want to look at again. I'll probably we'll move to the second half. We'll probably set up a new trade on Friday. But then, yeah, the intern now has to just consolidate, take profits, and move on. The ticker Bitcoin is another one that I want to look at because it's been working pretty well.
Ooh.
Lots of green. Yes, this was opened, yeah, 50 days ago too. So this is a long-term trade. Normally a month. We're holding it for longer than that. Um, it's in range. Yes. Do you think we should keep milking and extracting profit because now it's all profits comes from that fee? So 20% in fees in Streamia. This is the best case scenario. Should we
Well,
also?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, we've moved this bar so much already that even when we're losing, we'll still be making fees. So
When we're losing, we're still winning. I like this too. Yes.
I think we can definitely leave it on. I'm feeling
So
pretty.
you don't think there's going to be a ticker Bitcoin rotation? So everyone will sell their ETH, move into ticker Bitcoin all season.
I wish, but no, I don't think
Okay.
so.
So all right, let me.
Maybe in October, but yeah.
Is there something happening in October that you're pre of in the ticker Bitcoin
There's
move?
always been a full moon in October when the Sonic concert has happened, and that's when they've seen their all-time highs. So I don't know.
Some insider info there. Again, the price charts also tell us that it's actually going up. We're probably a bit on the almost being out of range. Now we're almost up at the range too. Do you really think we should close, or do you think this is a persistent bull run here?
I think I would keep it open,
Okay.
but I don't know if you're hesitant.
We can always the meme coins sometimes they move quickly. I don't want to be stuck where yes it leaves the range and it doubles overnight. This is the worry the dad that worries a little bit. But if you're fine, we can keep it on.
We can check back in on Friday if anything crazy happens.
That's true.
Then
Yes.
we
What can happen in 2 days? I don't know. We'll see. All right. So, all right. So I also want to go over the markets a little bit because now that the price has been moving, we see a lot of interesting activity. Here we have the IV, which is the one thing I want to look at. But the IV has been expanding a little bit. The E2SDC is 70, which actually is lower than I thought. But I saw earlier the BTC is quite high, 93%. The ratio as well, EBTC is 54%, which is also on the higher end of the range. So any market move typically increases uncertainty, maybe increases the price action, reduces liquidity. So one signal in that case, the BTC ETH pair IV of 50% is quite high when you do markets. You can say, okay, it used to be 30 last week, but one way to quickly know is to look at the IV percentile. 74% is quite high on that range. Same thing, another signal, which is a log IV. Above 50% is also high in the range of IV. So both signals, at least in this market, given the price move, given the maybe slight depeg between like the different correlation between E and BTC means that it's quite an interesting market to go in because of that heightened volatility. So you can imagine earning 15, 20% more than the same position a month ago when the IV was lower.
Oh wow, okay. Very interesting.
So yeah, this is now trading the volatility. I don't know what the ticker Bitcoin is. The volatility going down as well might be a signal, but yeah, let's see. Just for 89% ticker Bitcoin may seem high, but it's actually on the lower end of its history, 10 percentile of 26 below 50. So both of those tells me that yeah, ticker Bitcoin is safer, quote unquote, with respect to itself than Bitcoin ETH.
Wow, that's the tagline.
Don't tell
Okay.
that to the ticker Bitcoin community. You're the safe bet. All right. So I think it's again. Thanks so much, Rosalie. Any word of advice for intern over the next couple of days?
Be bullish and take your profits and yeah, redeploy.
Perfect. All right. Thanks very much, Rosalie.
Thank you.
All right. We'll hand it off to Brendan. What's up, Brendan?
Hey, great to be here. Welcome to the segment for Options Hour, where we're going to talk about some of the crypto news. As you see in the title here, some very spicy things going on in India with Jane Street. So,
let's do it.
All right. Well, thanks for introducing a review of the intern portfolio. Looks like I think we put on a short put on Monday. Looks like it's still kind of chugging in some fees, and the price has kind of been steady with Bitcoin in the last 2 days. Good to see. As far as also what's been happening in the last 2 days is some big fines or play to win. I guess I don't know. Pay to play in India. So why don't you give us
pay to win?
Yeah,
no.
What's going on here in the India?
That's right, Jane Street. I mean, this is old news. We didn't have time to discuss this, but this is the options market in India are exploding, mostly retail driven. a lot of the trades are on these indices, which is kind of like the S&P 500 or could be the Nasdaq 100. So it's actually quite a mature and heavily traded market in a way that you would not expect, say, even like India. But Indian markets have exceeded the trading volume than American markets. 1.5 billion people trading does add weight to the balance. Unfortunately for Jane Street, but they were caught trying to move the markets in their favor, which is a big no-no in India, in US, anywhere in the US, anywhere it's illegal to do so. In crypto, people think code is law, and if the code allows it, you can do it. But here, definitely in the Indian regulation regime, it's not something that they liked. Basically, what they did is that the ETF was way more liquid and way more traded than the underlying. So what it meant is that they could benefit by having a bunch of volume and open interest on the ETF and lose money maybe on moving each individual underlyings. But because there was a lot more volume, less volume on the underlyings, you could lose 100 million moving the price, but you can make 1 billion on the ETF because it's like following. So it wasn't like the trades was that they would dump the stocks, the ETF down, but then at the same time they would like sell calls or buy puts on the ETF itself to benefit from that. So it's very, very much like a unique scenario. Most of the traded instruments in the S&P 500 are quite liquid, but the Bank Nifty was one where there was like a couple of banks, not a lot. So this was caught and they got warned. They kept doing it. They got banned. But yes, earlier, I think Monday or Tuesday, they paid a fine, 500 million. Now they're back at it. Hopefully they will get they will learn the lesson and not do it again. But yeah, they are back to the Indian market. I'm sure that 500 million was pocket change for what they are making there. But it is what it is.
Well, very interesting. And India option markets are actually very large. I'm not sure. I think I read in one article they're the larger than any of the other markets in the rest of the world, in the US. So I wasn't aware of that.
Very retail driven, retail focused, and a lot of retail are selling options in a weird way. They are selling straddles. This is actually very, very risky. You don't see this often on the retail side in the US. But they sell straddles. They do it intraday, which has a different collateral requirement, so you can leverage in a way almost like 20 or 25x because you don't have to put the collateral first. And there's different trades. So that, in a weird way, is not necessarily what Jane Street was interfering with. They were not necessarily also kind of skimming off or manipulating the price of the options themselves, but just kind of trying to benefit from them being able to move the price where they wanted to. So I don't know if the retail traders initially got a bad price ever in terms of the execution of their trades. It's just that ruling made that Jane Street was again eating too much of their own supply and trying to make money on the option side and not necessarily on the market making side. If that makes sense. So, but yeah, lots of trading, lots of activity on the Indian markets.
I mean, do you think it helped retail because there was a bunch of options buying demand from Jane Street, and then they're compressing the spread of the index with the underlying? So
yeah,
how would retail get hurt?
So again, I don't know who else is doing market making. I think Millennium was one of the other market makers, and that kind of kickstarted the whole like why Jane Street got banned thing.
Millennium discovered it, and
regulated. Again, I think they probably are making money on the spread. They probably capitalize on having a lot of retail traders trade. And they could have done this and made hundreds of millions. And then now they decided to do some shady things by moving the markets around and make more than that. But yeah, it's like same thing with FTX for what was it like? They had such a great product. They didn't steal. They could have made money because their product was superior. Same thing with Jane Street. So now it cost them. They didn't go bankrupt, but they had to pay. That's fine. But yeah, hopefully you can play by the rules now.
Yeah, very interesting. And Jane Street is a market maker, or they were just charged with manipulating the markets as a kind of an external actor, you know?
Pretty external actor. I don't think I don't know how the regulation works. Sometimes you have to get if you're a professional market maker, you have some disclosures to do. In the US, you have to kind of follow some rules. You have to kind of get a Spirit account on different like clearing houses. So I think they were still like, yeah, playing by the rules on the market making side. Is this that prop type trade that was beneficial for them, but then yes, highly illegal.
Yeah, and they're still contesting the charge. I think they paid the fee to kind of keep playing in the meantime, but I could see they're just arguing that they're just doing a normal arbitrage trade, nothing out
And
of the ordinary.
again, people on LinkedIn showed that they were doing a weird like normally you hedge after the fact, like you do a trade, you hedge, or you do a bunch of trades, and then at the end of the day you kind of hedge. But they were doing the reverse, which was uh, doing trades, trading the underlying in the wrong way it seemed, so that when they closed it or kind of dumped the stocks, it was an anti-hedge. Normally, you would like do the trade after the day and not at the beginning, and then that reversal made that
So you know where the price is going to go because you're
exactly.
paying the price.
That's right. It seems dubious because if you hedge, you want to get a flat payoff, but they were trading and dump and including the hedge in a way that made their deltas even higher in a way.
I see. Well, very, very interesting in the news. That is always a common theme we see. The big players getting these big penalties, slap on the wrist, and then they keep going. So we'll see what if anything happens with this situation in India. But we're also seeing in the news some other big players being acquired. Interesting enough, over the last week, we had the Open team get acquired. So this is the on-chain options Squeeth. I love some of these news articles say, this very popular product Squeeth. If you didn't know, you would think it's still popular right now, but of course, this product has kind of died off.
I mean, they were sued by the CFTC, I think, unfairly. We talked about this a little bit, and that's right. I'm sure the copy editor of that blog post or news had to find the square character, which is probably not something to see often. But yeah, I mean, I think that's right. When we chatted with Nathan, the whole Panopticon has a tremendous amount of respect for everyone in the Open team. They've been kind of pushing the front of DeFi adoptions options. Squeeth was a fine product too. I used it. I LP'd in the Squeeth pool. But yes, that's 2023 CFTC charge. I mean, the two co-founders, justifiably step down. They did not have to fight a fight. They did not want to kind of see the losing end because that's right. Back then, it was quite hard to be successful. So yeah, that's definitely not something that they were hoping for. But more than happy to see the team now, the brains, the technology, the bullish, the options profits now being inside Coinbase, inside the house. With the Derived acquisition, it's doubly bullish because they will probably have a unique spin on not just options, because you could have hired any options team, but now options in DeFi, options with structured product like Squeeth, Power Perpetuals. This is all very bullish.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. They cited this specific reason to acquire the team was to bring more of their exchange, the Coinbase exchange business, on chain. So where do you think Coinbase is headed with this acquisition? What are they cooking in the future for their on-chain expansion? They currently have the verified pools where only like big institutions that are verified, or I guess smaller institutions that are verified, can trade on chain. And this is, I'm assuming, somewhat related to that.
Yeah, I think the verified pools in Coinbase is Uniswap v4 with a hook. And if they did some lending on chain on Base with their interface, which was through Morpho. So I think the message it sends is that I don't think Coinbase will develop their own protocol. It's not their place. They're kind of the exchange. But this means that now they have, if they want to offer options, they can use Deribit. If you want to do the Morpho loan route or the verified chain Uniswap route, if you want to do options on chain, they can still offer it. Could be Panoptic, could be any other protocol, but I feel this is just a way for them to tap into the potential of DeFi. Any protocol that is within that base or even a mainnet ecosystem could see a lot of flow or volume from that Coinbase kind of front end. And I would probably say that it's again bullish for Panoptic in a way, but if they want to lean into options, they want to lean into kind of exotic products, something that you cannot necessarily build with a notebook on a centralized exchange. They will probably have to dip their toes into the DeFi space, and this is kind of very bullish for the DeFi option space.
Well, congrats to the Open team on that acquisition. GG, yeah, to the Open product. It'll be missed, but we're excited to see what comes along in the near future there from that acquisition. Very exciting there, and great news for the on-chain options space. Of course, lots of signaling here of the importance and kind of future predictions of trends and tailwinds for the options market. We will do a couple of quick features here of the trading competition that's going on right now. You can trade options on ETH and farm uni tokens. And so let's see how people are doing in the competition so far. We have this one post here sharing their risk reversal or caller. So this is a long call and a short put that does well when the market goes up. And as we know, the market has been up since the competition started. So a very great trade here. Someone sharing as their first time in the competition.
They could have holding it for a couple more days, maybe. You could have get even more. But yes. Very cool.
That's right.
Yeah, I think I see their accounts all the time. But yeah, this is great trade for sure.
Yeah, started at ETH price of 25.48 up to 29.62 when this was posted. So nice job there. Very easy to get started into the trading competition. So don't be afraid to join. We still have 5 days, and you too can be like Alteris. And let's take a look at the leaderboards real quick. So I'll share here. Right here, loading. So yeah, we have a leaderboard to show the prizes, and there's various prizes with USDC and points. You get a double dip, also uni tokens at the same time, because this is taking place on the Unichain uni token incentivized pool. And as you see, we have prizes for the best trader and the worst trader, as well as a couple of other categories. And I love that this trader their best trade is positive and their worst trade is positive. Their P&L is negative because they withdrew, but it's great to see that. So we can even take a closer look at their trade here, netting 13% over just the last 4 days. It was closed just an hour before this show started, and as we see, it was a LP position or a short put that is earning, at this time 1% more than in
Wow, it's a big position too. So this is $28,000, 10 ETH. Price moved up. Doesn't seem like much, but yeah, $150 or $70. But yeah, they made $800 on that.
Yeah, kind of sniping the price over the last few days
with like a quarter of it coming from Premium. Yeah, this is good.
Some nice steady gains in Premia. So yeah, $232 from Premia, and so another $630 coming from the price going up. So nice to see there. And then we can take a look at the worst trade so far as well. So if you look at these leaderboards, the noob. By the way, what do you think is this consolation prize? Any guesses?
Oh, I don't know. I know that the Michael Saylor pillow was a highly prized item. I don't know. This is like a piece of coal. What do we send the worst trader?
Well, it's not Christmas yet, so hopefully it's something better than that. Something you can find useful to console yourself. Ooh. But right now in the race, I mean, we'll see on Monday when we announce the prizes. But right now in the race, 0x394 that is the ID. We have genlow.eth.
Oh, so it's still open. It can still work for them.
Yes. I mean, well, I mean, they might be betting, they might be hoping it gets worse so that they keep their
No, it could be a
concentration.
covered call. So yeah, it's a bit if the one position that loses, I don't know if it's a way to trick, but yeah, you can have net losing, but if they have 12 ETH in their account, it's a 12 ETH short call. They have 12 ETH. This is a very bullish covered call. They will exit their. There we go. Look at this. What is a loser is actually a big winner for them if it does go up. I mean, so we still it by trade, and that might be why you have a biggest loser, because you can lose and still win. Which is
Yeah, if you look with their covered call. Oh, this is a
Someone
great
knows what they're
example of what a
doing.
covered
Yes.
call is actually.
Yes.
So they have one position open that's selling a call, but they have 12 ETH in collateral. And so when you sum up
the max
collateral,
profit they make, yeah, the max profit that if it hits 4,000 is 3,000. One full eat like 12%. I mean more than that. So it's actually a bread and butter trade for many traders. Covered call. They had the ETH. They're okay earning yield. They'll probably earn 5-10% of that if they hold this for a week, for a month. I mean, and yeah, it's a great way to generate yield. And it's been 7 hours, but they've already kind of paid for gas. And now it's a Unichain as well, so it's cheap.
it's Unichain. Yeah,
Yeah.
no gas really. So great trade.
Very interesting. Yeah, no,
What
I
option can you be losing while still winning?
no, but yeah, this is a good. Again, we have vaults maybe in the work, but this is the covered call vault that Ribbon and Evo kind of made popular. It's a fine trade. It's if you understand what you're getting into, and you come in your own ETH, and then you have just the ETH. Two choices: you have the same amount than before plus fees, or you get more cash. And I don't know if they bought this ETH or they want to sell it kind of gracefully. If you're a treasury as well, you can imagine having a bunch of token from your protocol. You can sell a covered call, get some returns, get some yield. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can do this one-sided, single side. They just deposit ETH, no USDC. You could do it the other way, USDC, no ETH. So
Oh, this probably also took advantage of the. Oh no, it's a call. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah. All right.
all right,
I'm hitting up my own
that is
limit.
awesome.
This is. I know. Great. Yeah, thanks, Brennan. Great. Yeah, great segue. Great way to kind of end that intern portfolio management core class. This was great.
Come back on Friday. We'll see you all for the best and worst trades then.
Exactly.